Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. I am Aunt. How are you,
Andrew.
Andrew? Yeah, you're
You like
Andrew.
changed. You don't even like give me space anymore to say it on.
Oh my gosh, get
I
over
feel, I
yourself.
feel attacked.
You feel that's a bad word.
Not to
So
me or you. We're not black.
tonight we're going to talk about, first of all, I'm in a secure location. Tonight we're going to talk about the season
Southern Charm
finale of
finale.
Southern
Yes.
Charm. And I want to say, first of all, how'd they get the camera in Austin's refrigerator? And these men have nothing in their fridges. Nothing.
Yeah, that was
Nothing.
funny. I bet it was an
I
Austin idea. I bet Austin and the producer are sitting there like with the cameraman. He's like, "Yo, man, you should like have the camera in my fridge, and then I'll open the fridge." And then it worked.
it did.
Yes.
I just want to say that you have a lot in your fridge, don't you?
Yeah, I have a full fridge.
Yeah, I have you
Not
know,
all day, not every day of the week because like things leave, but like
of
what
course, like
once
with
a
it,
week at a minimum when I right after I go food shopping.
it's loaded.
Yes,
Do you think we come from a family of stuffed fridges?
maybe, but I've learned to also like
No, I'm asking you. Do you think you come from
yes,
a family of a
yes,
stuffed fridge?
yes, I do.
I come from a stuffed film fridge
And I
home.
have I have started to stop that in my life.
Oh, I don't. I
It's
have no
traumatizing
intention.
and it's gross. There's no need for that much food.
I'm not going to stop it. I'm too old to stop stuff in the fridge.
Yeah, but you put like things that don't go bad. My mom will like let's stop this conversation. We don't need to talk about food.
Okay, well, I just thought they had nothing in their fridges. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing.
No, they
And
didn't.
okay, so Whitney, he's got this cabin. Can we call it Frogmere?
It looked amazing.
If Frogmore. Let's call it Frogmore.
Miss Pat also looked great.
She did. You know what Frogmore is?
No.
Okay, Frogmore is the cottage that the Queen gave Harry and Meghan.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, that they lost.
Got it.
That because I actually think he proposed to her maybe at Frogmore or something like that. Anyways, so I'm calling Whitney's little cabin Frogmore because she loves everything British, Miss Pat. Miss Pat is
I
fantastic.
love her.
I love her too. And I love she found a caregiver that will not only take care of her, but can do hair and makeup. It
And
is
also
so
goes
good.
over to is like Whitney, Mr.
Bring
Whiskers
up
or whatever.
patches,
Patches. Yeah.
peaches. Was it
Peaches.
peaches?
Peaches.
Peaches,
And then he
peaches.
has
It
to
was
bring the other
peaches.
one because Peaches wouldn't
Yeah,
cooperate with Wit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That was a
yeah.
touching scene with Miss Pat and Whitney about him having a family.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
want to know about the money. Like, have we
what
thought
about the
about
money?
this? It's gonna become like a gentleman's club in the middle of South, like in Charleston, like where he's literally gonna be like the old man that lived in the manor, like by himself, like
Yeah,
creepy old
I mean,
man
I
going
think he's
after the.
past time of getting
He
married,
should
to tell you
host
the truth.
bachelorette parties at the manor.
Well, that's what he said. He got it so he could entertain bachelorettes, so the
Yeah.
finest of South Carolina. Do you think he's past his capacity to get married and have a family? I do.
If he raises his age range, probably not, but if he stays where he wants, yes.
Well, I mean, he's 55 years old.
Yes, and if he wants like 30 to 35, then like yes, I think he's gonna be single
What
forever.
35-year-old woman would want him?
How old is what's her name that was with them last year?
Who?
Craig's ex.
Oh, Naomi. She's in her
Naomi.
30s. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's in. I could see him getting with Naomi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to look at
Yeah, yeah,
45.
yeah. I can see him with
40
Naomi.
to 45. He needs to look
They're
at
and the
40 and above.
same thing. Okay, so
The party theme was weird, but whatever.
okay, I want to say I got something to say about these women.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, Olivia.
Yeah.
She is fragile, and I have sympathy. Her brother died, but she's
Okay.
using it to her advantage at this point.
What do you mean?
She's taking advantage of it.
I don't think so. She wore the jacket.
I feel like she's using it as a little bit of a crutch to not be able to handle the situation. A
I think
little.
she's handled it just fine.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I loved the
Okay.
jacket.
I didn't have a problem with the jacket.
Leva needs to fix her lips.
I thought, okay, okay, Leva. I wrote down who is greater, Leva or MJ from Showers of Sunset,
They are the
because
same.
they're the same. They're interchangeable. They're just on different coasts.
Yep.
I would say Lover is more put together and maybe a little smarter
And
because
well, no,
MJ tends to be a
MJ's
mess.
on Jeff Lewis's podcast.
Oh yeah, but she tends to be she was a bit messy.
Yeah, at times.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, even her with her and Bobby. Bobby, was that his name? Bobby? What's her
Robert?
husband's name? No, what's her
No,
husband's name?
I forget.
I do too. MJ's husband is, and the son was little, you know,
I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyways, she's a little bit more messy. I would say Leva's more put together, to tell
Yeah.
you the truth.
Austin's scene with his sister was so awkward.
Yeah, but you know, she's like just a real girl.
Yes, I know.
She's a real girl.
Yeah.
And that's what they all want to marry, girls like that.
Okay.
But they're not going to find those girls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because they're looking for love in all the wrong places, especially when they have to do their theme of the party is soft core porn from the 60s.
Rod needs to go.
Rod needs to go.
Not
But
Rodrigo. Rodrigo was a perfect friend of. He didn't try too hard. He
he didn't
didn't
do
have fake
anything.
storylines. No, but he was comedic. He was there. They enjoyed it. He clearly, like, if you were trying to get the gay guy on the show, Bravo, you casted the wrong one. That's all I'll say. He clearly was just he didn't want to act out of place. He didn't
True.
overstep
Well,
boundaries. He wasn't JT.
JT, who needs anything when you got
No,
JT?
but I think like he came on the show, but that's who he is in the friend with Craig, and he's friends with them in real life with
Yeah, I'm
Olivia
going to
and
tell you,
Craig.
if you ask the average person who watches Southern Charm what his name was, Rodrigo, they wouldn't know.
No, but they would say that of all the additional people, he was the most himself, probably.
Do you think because you're gay that you focused on him? Because I gave him no thought at
No,
all.
but he was the only one that didn't make an asshat of himself. That was
Well, he's the
new.
only one nobody ever really saw either, except
There
he
were three
walked
new
in.
guys, and two of them
Yeah,
tried to
but
get
we
more
never,
camera
I
time.
don't think he was a friend of a friend of a friend in my
No, I
category.
think, but that's my point. They all were supposed to come in the same capacity.
Oh, you think JT was also
They all were brought in the same capacity.
of just a friend of a friend?
Yeah, and then they just
Oh, well,
emerged
then,
because they
you
were
know what?
searching for camera time, and I think he just didn't. It wasn't for him.
Well,
That's
then
all I'm saying.
JT really capitalized, didn't he?
Yeah, clearly, duh.
Clearly.
He's the Monica at a
Oh,
very small little scale
yeah.
of Southern Charm this year. He started the big rumor that
Yeah.
got the tables
They got the
turning
whole thing
about
going
Taylor. Yeah,
actually
he did.
without him. Yeah. Um,
So another
okay.
freshman star, the all rookie team,
Yeah,
JT.
really. JT, Monica. Um,
Headbutts a head cast member, the longest standing cast member, and the chin on the finale. Come on.
well, he had him first.
He headbutted him first, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I'm saying that's ballsy. That's
That
villain.
is ballsy. Shep wants Taylor around
He's an
just in
asshole.
case. Just in case. Just
Sick
in case.
motherfucker.
He
Sick
just wants
motherfucker.
somebody that if he needs a little booty call and she's around,
So
he'll use
rude.
her for a few hours and then he'll cast her aside and he'll wonder why she's so fragile.
Oh yeah.
But for a pretty girl and a girl who should have everything going on, Miss Taylor Ann Green
Yeah.
has no self-esteem.
No, poor
Zero.
girl.
And I don't know if she never did because now she's gotten the boobs, she got the lips, she got the cheeks, she's got the Botox, she's blonde. She's fallen into all of this like reality stuff, which Olivia hasn't done. She
Yep.
hasn't had her boobs
That's
done
it.
and all of that stuff. And Olivia's just kind of like still being natural, but Taylor's done all the stuff.
Yep.
And she's kind of showing how superficial she is and how insecure she is because she's a fine perfect girl. She didn't need the lips, the cheeks, the Botox, the boobs, and all that stuff. She was fine without it. And Olivia hasn't gotten it all. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
And you can kind of see their self-esteem there a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hold on for a second. I hear an alarm. I think I might have left the door open. 1 second. And it was a false alarm, but it's all good. But anyway,
Okay. So tell me, Madison. First of all, let's talk about Madison doing her husband's hair, doing
she's
her
so sweet.
space. Does anybody have better style? Does
Madison's
anybody
amazing.
have a cleaner space?
She's amazing.
Just like so freaking perfect,
Yeah.
Madison. I just love her. I just love her. I love her. I love her. I love Madison. I loved her little space upstairs where she does her little hair. I love her interactions with Miss Pat. They're genuine. And you
Yep.
know what the most genuine part about Miss Pat and Madison is when she walks in, you're beautiful. You look beautiful too. And they go, "Mwah, mwah." They're so
And she goes,
superficial.
your boobs are not out there the
I
way that they
know,
normally
but
are.
I loved how real Miss Pat was with her that, I have an only child and I worry about him when I'm gone. His father's gone now. I worry about him, but you did have problems with
Yep.
Hudson. He broke your pelvis. I mean, that's serious that you're pregnant and you have a broken pelvis. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yep.
Um, and at that moment, for all of her little snips, Miss Pat became very like thoughtful
Yeah, of course.
and
Yeah.
serious. And she was like, "Oh, all I can remember is your broken pelvis." But yeah, you don't want to have an only child like me.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I find that their conversations are the most real
Yeah.
on maybe the whole show ever,
Yeah.
except Cameron and Shep used to have pretty real
Yeah,
conversations
I
too.
guess. Paige and
Yeah,
Craig do too.
I really like Paige.
I love her.
I do.
She's
I
fabulous.
love, she's just fabulous. Okay, so how embarrassing must it be for Taylor to get dumped yet again on
I
TV?
know.
How many more times she been dumped this year? 3, 4, 5? I don't know how
I
many
know.
times
This one was
he's
really
told her
bad. It was sad.
I mean, this season he told her I love cheating on you. Blah blah
It
blah
was
blah
bad.
blah.
It makes
And
me feel
then
like Bravo's trying to get her off the show because they made Shep look so good.
well, because she's sort of pathetic.
She's just not really showing up. Even Olivia showed up this season more than Taylor did.
Yeah, but I mean, I do believe that Taylor's heart is broken.
Yeah, but Olivia running into Taylor's room on the trip solidified her next season.
Yeah, I agree. But I believe Taylor really loves Shep.
Yeah, I agree.
And I believe she's heartbroken
Yeah, I think
and
so.
she doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And every single action she had the whole season was because she was trying to get back at him with Austen, get back
Yep.
with him with Whitney.
100%.
Let's send him this, let's send him that. But she's doing it all wrong. She's just coming across as pathetic.
Yeah, it's sad.
It
Very
is sort
sad.
of sad. It really is. I hate to see a girl with but this goes back to her not having any self-esteem. But I've told you, I wonder if the self-esteem was absorbed
Like
during
Shep ruined
Shep.
it. Yeah, no,
Shep,
I know.
he's such a narcissist that he damaged her,
Exactly.
and she's kind of
Exactly.
trauma bonded there.
What did you
Now,
think of JT?
JT. Well, JT solidified his next season too, didn't he?
He just
When
like
he
is
ever got
such
on
a
the stool, I'm thinking to myself, oh, you little man, get off the stool. Like, talk to him like this, but don't get on the stool because he made himself look so little.
and he kept talking a lot of shit to Austen. I thought Austen controlled himself a lot.
Oh, I did too. And then finally, though, he did push him.
Yeah, he
Like, get out
headbutted
of
him.
my face, you little troll. I hate to say it. It was like,
He headbutt him, and I thought it was warranted.
um,
No,
Jake,
not the headbutt. I think the retaliate like that Austen pushing him when he headbutted him was warranted.
yeah,
After you
but
headbutt someone,
JT is jealous,
yeah, of
plain and simple.
course.
Yeah, it's plain and simple. And you know what? If I was JT, I would be jealous of Shep. I would be jealous of Austen. I'd be
And
jealous
Craig,
of Craig.
because
All of
they've
them.
been on the show longer, and you're never going to be able to get what they get on the
But
show. You're
not only
never going to
that,
have
first of
anything.
all, Craig's the number one guy of Bravo, as far as I'm concerned right now. He's
Okay.
Bravo's number one,
Yeah.
Craig.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. He's the best looking. He's got the charm. He's got the pillows. I told you, he's Craig.
Okay.
James Craig. I mean, he's like freaking James Bond at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He's kind of at that level in the Bravo world. And then we have Shep, who's, forever frat boy who's got an unlimited trust fund. He's got money.
Yeah.
And then we have Austen, and they're all handsome and they're tall and
And they kind of can do whatever they want.
they can do whatever they want. And it's kind of
Crazy.
bad. It's kind of terrible that they can.
Yeah.
But it is it's really the only male show on.
Yeah. No, it's true. No, there's others. I mean, like, you don't watch them, but Summer House, Vanderpump Rules, they all have men.
Yeah. But this show is only men. I mean, they're the stars, the three of them. No. They have Madison.
Madison.
They have Olivia. They had
No, no,
Taylor.
not
They have
Olivia,
Leva.
like
They have
Madison.
Vanita. Who Vanita? She's falling
Yeah.
down the stairs. But the stars of this show, do you agree? Every
Yeah,
Bravo
you're right.
show
You're
has
right. Yeah.
they're the stars.
You're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
Pump Rules. You've got Katie and
Yeah, yeah.
Ariana
They're
and
more, I
Lala.
know what you're saying. They're more balanced.
Yeah, this is
The
male
men are
centric.
far more important on this show. Yeah,
Yes,
you're right.
and I would say in
It's the
Shaw's,
only show where it's centered around the men. That's what you're trying to say.
yeah, and I would say when Pump Rules started, it was all Jax and Sandy
And
and Schwartz
Stassi.
and Stassi. But
Jackson
that's
Stassi.
evolved. But that's evolved also.
Yes.
I
Who's your
think
mess?
in this, oh, well, JT's a mess, but Taylor's a mess too. No, we didn't talk about JT telling him he would marry
Oh
Taylor
yeah, it was
tomorrow.
so sad.
And it's so pathetic.
I don't
I
even
mean,
remember it because it was so pathetic.
it was so pathetic. I'm like, oh, I just don't grovel like
I
that.
know it was
You've
pathetic.
never
It
even
was hard to
kissed the
watch.
woman and you just proposed. You'll marry
Yeah,
her tomorrow. And that's why you hate Austen so much, because she's been making out with Austen at
of
a
course,
minimum.
of
I
course.
agree. I think that they slept together, but hey, you and I
Maybe, but
disagree
at the
on
same
that.
time, I don't know.
I don't know. I would say the mess is, well, it's Taylor and JT
Taylor
are
and
both a
JT,
mess. Did you like this season?
it was fine.
I thought it was good for Jamaica,
Yeah,
and Paige and Craig helped. Paige helped. The amount of Miss Pat was perfect, and I I didn't think it was a great season for Shep or Austen,
yeah,
but
I
it
would
was a
agree with
great
that.
season for
For
Craig.
Craig, yeah.
Yeah. Leva
And
just
JT
came.
emerged, Hurricane JT.
Yeah, no, he emerged. It was not a good season for Taylor.
Oh no, she was the worst. She's gone, I think.
It was a good season for Olivia, and it was a great season for Madison, who
Yeah, and
still
Leva
isn't
had a great
pregnant.
season because she did nothing. And
Who?
Vanita. Leva and
Well,
Vanita
Vanita
did
will be
nothing.
back because she's almost become like a friend of.
And same with Leva. They're kind of like friends. Yeah.
Yeah, friends of. They're in
So
the rod
no,
category.
no, no. They're way more established. They've been on the show for half a dozen years.
Well, yeah, but Vanita is not a main character. She
No,
is
but they're friends.
accessory.
Rod's not going to come back for a second season of being a friend.
No,
No.
I don't think we'll see Rod ever again.
So anyhow. All right.
Okay,
Well,
well, listen,
follow us on Instagram, like us, subscribe
do
us,
the whole bit.
comment us, give us a 411 whenever
We'll
you
be
want.
back with the reunions.
Oh, reunions. Can't wait.
Yes,
Bye,
I can't
y'all.
either. Bye.